All right, guys, been a minute since I posted a video. I've got a bad Livescope LVS34 transducer on this Ultra 2, this EchoMap Ultra 2. And I've had a bad transducer before on a previous unit, an older EchoMap unit, 12-inch EchoMap unit as well, same thing. I wanted to walk through that with you to potentially help you out, show you some things that you could do to work around this, troubleshoot it and work around it until you get it replaced. Or if you don't want to replace, these are the workarounds you can put in place. So, all right, first things first, this transducer, or both of these transducers are mounted on a separate pole. They're not on my trolling mode. Both of them are set to forward mode. They're not damaged. This is in forward mode, as you can see the tick marks there. This is, again, a new unit. It's less than a year old, actually. It'll be a year old next month. This does have the latest software, and I'll show you that in a minute here. Now that we've got the pole in water, and we are going to double check a few things that Garmin's going to want you to do. Go back here to home, go to settings, go to system, and then go to system information and Garmin devices. And there's the versions. You're going to want to know the version you're running. Okay, after that, you're going to go back to the Livescope screen. You're going to want to go here. You're going to want to go to sonar setup. You're going to go to installation. You're going to want to go to orientation. You want to go to forward mode. Force it into forward mode. All right. From there, you're going to see again the ground is a little messed up there. You want to go back here. You want to go back to. We're getting some boat traffic out here, so I apologize. And if the wind's bad, I apologize. We want to go back to sonar setup, and then we're going to go to installation and then stabilization. Take that off, go to pitch angle, and then go to default. All right, and that will set the ground to pretty much parallel, so just like we are here with the Humminbird. All right, the next thing you're going to want to do is calibrate the compass. Garmin's going to want to see you do that because when these transducers go bad, the compass won't calibrate. So go back to menus, go to sonar setup, go to installation, go to calibrate compass, and then hit begin. All right, and then this is going to be 0%. We're going to come off spot lock. We're going to go on go in a little circle here, and it's counting up 0%. All right, back to spot lock. Okay, so nothing. So for the most part, at this point, you can set your settings the way you want to, and that right there will prove to Garmin. Again, I would take a video of everything, take pictures of your serial numbers, take pictures of your version numbers, take a video of what you're doing out there on the water, just like I just showed you. Also, you want to take a picture of your transducer serial number. They're going to want to see that as well. So just make sure you have everything together when you call Garmin. That way you have it all there, and you can they'll ask you to upload all that information. I got home, I called Garmin and talked to them about the problem. They sent me a link. I uploaded the video and other supporting documentation, my receipt, all that stuff when I bought this at Bass Pro less than a year ago. So got all that uploaded. They checked it out. They decided to go ahead and replace it. Charged me $1,300 temporarily to send the replacement out before I send this one in. And so this is the old one. This is still the old one. I need to get that swapped out, and the new one's here. And we'll get that swapped out and get this back to them so they give me back my $1,300 and get the new one out on the water and test it out, make sure that everything's good. We got the new transducer in, it's in the water, it's oriented in forward mode, and everything's working perfectly. I'm going to go through this setup with you just so you have an idea of what I do. I'm just going to go ahead and set the everything to default. Installation restored sonar default. Hit yes. Hit OK. And it'll reorient. If everything's good, and it is, and everything's working the way it should, it'll reorient to forward mode. All right, so I'm in forward mode, and yep, so we're going to do some changes here to our settings. Some little changes, not a lot. I like to hit the sonar setup. I like to go to set my noise reject to medium or low. I'll go with low for right now. Ghost reject to auto. TVG, I like to set that to low as well. Now take away some of the noise that you see here on the screen. And installation, I like to go to, and we can just double check. This is usually about 2 feet, so we can set that to 2 feet. Done. Stabilization, that's auto, right? That's what we want. And we'll calibrate the compass in a minute. Orientation is auto. That's what we just showed a few minutes ago. When we put it in the water, it reorients itself to forward mode. And focus is auto fresh because we're in freshwater. All right, so we're going to go back, and we're going to go to appearance. Color scheme, I like to set to blue. And hit back, and that is kind of about it. Really try to keep it simple. My auto depth, I'll set that, I'll change that a little bit. I try to, and we'll set the auto out a little bit. We'll set that to 50. I like to set that to 50. I crappie fish, I already have 2 in the boat, but we'll set that to 50. We'll go to like 20, 30 feet. Yeah, just to make that a little clearer up here up top. And then I like to set my gain. I don't like to, I'll set that down. Oops, my gain. I usually set that down to around 60. That's usually where I'm at. And I can see my bait and everything, and I'm using small baits today, like 32nd ounce baits. So really simple. My color gain, I do like to run that up a little bit. Sonar setup. Appearance, color gain, I usually like to run that up a little bit hotter, 70, 80, sometimes 90%, just depends. But we'll sit right there at 80%. All right, so the last thing we'll do is go ahead and calibrate this thing. So we'll go to the sonar setup, and we'll go to installation, and then we're going to go to calibrate compass, and then we're going to hit begin. And we will go ahead and start this and get that trolling motor going. And here we go, 4%. Slow that down a little bit because it's a little hot. Moving pretty fast. So already counting up, which is what we want. That's normal. That's exactly what it should have been doing in the beginning. And, all right, good to go.